On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Miami Heat are ready for this thing to get started. We're live from Boston. It's the home of the Celtics. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Happy to have you along for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And, guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Rajon Rondo?
The big thing with him, Kevin, is that when he's running the offense, it just feels like everything is running smoothly. I mean, he gets everybody focused, moving in the right direction, connected, confident. I don't know where this club would be without him.
And also, though, he's clearly a very emotional player. He can blow his top pretty easily, losing control of his emotions. The only question is who's going to be on the receiving end of his emotional outburst.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. The feed to Allen. Garnett outside. And off the glass. That one's good.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
Well, you know, when Rajon Rondo went down last season and the Celtics looked to be out of any title contention, Kevin Garnett, guys, became a very hot topic on the trade market. And with his ability and experience, that should be no surprise.
There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Free throw, no good for Bosh. We talked about what Garnett can bring to a team. He's still an impactful player. Offensively, a deadly jump shooter. He reached 25,000 points last season with Boston. Also a great passer.
But it's defensively where he really makes his mark. One of the best defensive forwards I think the league has ever seen. His ability to communicate, to guard pick and roll, to switch out onto point guards and stay in front of them. And then the intensity, the intangible that he brings to your club.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Bass. Battier dishes to James. Stolen by Pierce. The open shot by Rondo. It's hauled in by the Heat. James kicks to Bosh. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Now here's Rondo. And he gets it to go. Rondo's got his first 2 points.
Beautiful finger roll to cap head drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
James against Pierce. Shoots inside. In deep. Bosh drops it in. Bosh has got 6.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Stolen by Chalmers. Drops in the breakaway layup. 1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. Rondo kicks to Garnett. Fades. Cannot hit.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
James with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Good on the shot.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Now here's Rondo. 1:16 left in the first quarter. From the baseline. That's good on the jump shot. Bass has got his second basket of the night.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And then Wade slams it in.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game. A potential momentum builder.
Here's Rondo after the made shot from Dwyane Wade. Rondo kicks to Allen. Six on the shot clock. Feeds it to Bass. And he banks in the layup. Bass has got 6. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the first. James against Pierce. LeBron passes to Bosh. Shot's good.
It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
And he gets the bucket.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers when there's not a hand in his face. He'll knock those down all day.
James gets the screen from Bosh. LeBron dishes to Bosh. And Chalmers kicks to Wade. A 3-ball. Shot is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Heat. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Heat.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too, Clark. We're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
The Hall of Fame duo at the forwards, Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett, KG. Allen out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Bass in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
Wade seems to be slowing down just a touch, and the difficulty as you get older when you're not a great jump shooter, which Wade is not, is that the defenses will back off you, and that's the big challenge now for Dwyane Wade, adjusting to that newer style of defense that he's going to be looking at.
Here's Chalmers.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did,
well,
didn't he?
There's a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Goes up on the block. It's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. That's now 8 points for Garnett. The Heat with the lead. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, LeBron James, a career 33% shooter from long range, had never shot over 36% from long range until last year, when he shot over 40% from deep. He said over the summer working out, he punished himself for missed threes by running wind sprints. And with the Heat, he challenged Ray Allen to three-point contest, with the loser doing push-ups. James said he lost more than he won, but as much as he hates to lose, that competition drove him to improve. Kevin?
You know, you hear it all the time, Doris. Lead by example. He's a hard act to follow with his work ethic.
While not as dominant on defense as they were a year before, the Heat still were tough at that end of the court. The thing is, you could see them turn it on and turn it off when they needed to defensively, so they always managed to get the key stop when they needed it.
6 to shoot. The drive by Wade. The dive for the ball. It's stolen by Garnett. To the left wing. Rondo passes to Pierce. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And when you're coming off a title like the Heat are, there is, a natural tendency to cruise. But, Clark, you said this, and Steve, I'm sure you want to comment on it. They can turn it up in a hurry.
Well, it's just so much athleticism on this team that if they want to press you in the half court, they usually can force turnovers. And if not, they can also sit back and play a more straight-up defensive style and be very effective that way as well.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Erik Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He wasted no time in bringing up the key defensive strategies for tonight against Garnett. Coach emphasized the importance of several crucial adjustments to improve their coverage on him in an effort to take him off his game. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Celtics trail by 4. So the Celtics called timeout, their first.
Get lost, Boston!
It's stolen by Wade. The drive by James. LeBron with a screen on Pierce. Got a piece of it. Oh, and here comes Pierce all alone. A huge slam. Perfect end of the fast break.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
Wow, and now it's just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Fantastic basketball in the open floor.
For Miami, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Garnett with the block. And he recovers it. Battier's shot. Good.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Again, Pierce missing.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
The drive by James. Dishes it to Battier. Pierce with the steal. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. The shot by Pierce will not go.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And James throws it down hard.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Now, last season he made good on about 3 of every 4 free throws, almost exactly 75%.
Celtics trail by 7.
Should probably use a little clock here.
Yep, make this the very last possession.
Chalmers against Rondo. Outside, Pierce. With 1 on the clock, he got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes the first half. Heat lead by 7. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Coach Erik Spoelstra. And Erik, you guys have seemed in complete command out here tonight. What's been the key so far?
Well, I think we've been able to get to our pace. We've been active defensively, so we just have to maintain our focus and keep trying to be in attack mode, both ends of the court.
Erik, thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And folks, make sure to stay tuned in for halftime, and we'll be back right after that.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Monday has almost come to an end. Let's celebrate with a little halftime show. Miami up on top against the Celtics in Boston. They've been relentless attacking the rim, dominating in points in the paint, and the bodies down low have been banging away. Chris Bosh scoring with ease against this Boston defense. We're at halftime, and still, he hasn't missed a shot. It's been a pure shooting exhibition. And the Celtics still keeping at it. They've been very focused on the defensive end, generating steals, showing a high-level activity and aggression defensively. Getting it done early, Kevin Garnett. Everything's finding its way through the rim, and he's been filling it up early. And now we'll send you back to Boston for the start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to the lovely and historic city of Boston, Massachusetts. You look at Chris Bosh in this game, I mean, he's been everywhere.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And tell you what, he was smart with his shot making, too. Really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
The Heat leading by 7. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Chalmers and Dwyane are the guards. Shane Battier is out there with LeBron James, and it's Bosh in at the 5 spot.
Love the energy here in the third quarter, trying to exert their influence and take over this game.
Well, this is the time to do it. They cannot let up at this point. Got to keep it going.
Feeds Dwyane. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
Well, that's one way to get your second half started on the right foot. An easy layup against some soft defense.
Wade kicks to Bosh. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Bosh has got the lead back up to 9 now for the Heat.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
And, of course, you look at the numbers. John Stockton with 3,265 steals over his career. Really a crazy number, averaged over 2 a game. And even in his later years, he was a threat in that regard.
You know, even though he's older and won't be putting up points in the mid-20s like he once did with regularity, when you talk about clutch shots and somebody you want to take clutch shots, Paul Pierce is still one of your guys.
Kevin Garnett with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Going back to Pierce's offensive game, one of the most versatile one-on-one scorers in the game to this day, Steve.
Yeah, he can score inside, out, in between, and a very smart passer as well. Plays the game with a great pace. He's just got so much strength and rhythm to his game that he sort of does whatever he wants out there.
And gets his teammates involved as well.
Mm-hmm.
The first free throw is good.
Well, you know, last season, I think officially brought the immediate championship aspirations of the Celtics to a close. The 7th seed in the East, dispatched in the first round by the Knicks. The rebuild was on in full cycle.
Second free throw, no good. And back to the Celtics, making the playoffs, sure, but, you know, not like Steve back in 08 or 2010.
Well, this has been a phenomenal era with KG and Pierce that is now a thing of the past. But look, they've hoisted a championship banner, very close to another. But it's just time to move on, and that's just the way it is in the NBA. These things go in waves, and the Celtics now in rebuilding mode. You know, if you just look at the numbers without knowing who Dwyane Wade was, you'd think he was probably 6'7" or 6'8", but the way he blocks shots and rebounds, even at 6'4", he just plays much bigger than he really is.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And you go back, Clark, to that big man game for Wade, averaging about a block shot a game for his career.
Well, you think about it. He's 6'5", but he actually has a 6'11" wingspan, and you're not going to find a stronger guy at the shooting guard position. He's over 220 pounds, and there's nothing extra there, so he brings a lot to the table.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pierce dishes to Rondo. Kicks it to Garnett. A second chance effort, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. They've gotten good looks. They've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Well, the thing with Garnett, Kevin, is he's still one of the best players in the league. He doesn't finish quite as well around the basket as he once did, but he's got a knockdown jump shot at that mid-range level. Excellent defender, good rebounder, and basically just a winner.
Well, he is a winner because he does all of those things. He scores, he defends, but it's not just about scoring with him. He's a pretty good playmaker from the post too, Steve. He's become quite adept at spotting cutters and slashers when he's got the ball in the post. Steve, another signature part of his game is the way he runs the pick and roll. He gets so many easy baskets that way. It's a play they should run for him as often as they can.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, head coach Erik Spoelstra of the Miami Heat finally getting the respect he deserves now with their multiple championships. But his players, not afraid to rib him a little. Dwyane Wade said Spoelstra's favorite word? Focus. He said, here's what it sounds like to play for my coach. Come on, guys, we have to focus. Next game. Come on, guys, it's about focus. Game 82. Guys, it's about focus. Kevin, it's all about that consistent message, right?
A steady hand, Doris. The players seem to really appreciate it. Just 3 to shoot. Allen inside the three-point line. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And now just a 4-point Heat lead.
The Heat have magnificent talent, but even coming off an NBA title, they had never put their name into the conversation of the great team until last spring when they went on that amazing 27-game winning streak.
Now, here is Battier. Here's Bosh. Nails the baby hook. Bosh has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Rondo with the ball. Now guarded by Mario Chalmers. Now one against James. Allen left side. LeBron with the block. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. .58 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And for the Heat, they were staring right at the 72 Lakers win record, and I'm sure everyone remembers, but ultimately they would fall, Steve, to the Bulls after 27 consecutive wins.
Yeah, that streak to me was one of the great feats in NBA history. Winning 27 games in a row in the regular season, so difficult, but it showed you what the Heat were made of. They really were battling every night, and I thought that put them on a great run heading into the playoffs.
Miami shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first.
What a great game for Bosh in this one. He has 15 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
Yeah, he's really been mixing it up in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work for them.
And so Bosh nails both of them. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Rondo passes to Allen. He dishes it to Pierce. Shot, high post, and that's good. Pierce has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
James against Pierce. It's LeBron with the drive. Tries again. Excellent D there from Pierce. Here's Allen. Garnett left side. Looking for Bass. He gets it there. And he drops it in from the low post. And now just a 4-point Heat lead. Here's LeBron. The shot will not go. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Heat up 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Well, tremendous point guard play, but that's nothing new coming from him. This is what you expect. The gorgeous feed there.
Celtics trail by 4, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Boston. At the forward spots, Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett. Rajon Rondo is out there with Allen, and it's Bass in at the center. Good.
That's a big basket there. You can expect him to be very involved and aggressive the rest of the way.
And Miami shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Now, here's Chalmers. That's good. And the Heat lead by 3.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Here's Garnett. He kicks it to Bass. Stolen by Bosh. James dishes to Wade. Rejected by Pierce. The Celtics shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
It's been a nice game for Pierce. He has 8 points, and he's stolen the ball 4 times.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
And the second free throw, good.
Being down 2 points instead of 1, thanks to the free throw miss, makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there, and now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Erik Spoelstra address his team. The game's still in question, but he told his players, guys, this is when it's fun, right? Time is winding down, a close game. This is where you show the preparation and the time you put in. Kevin, we'll see if they respond.
Now here's Bosh. He feeds it to LeBron. Goes up the baseline. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Here is Rondo. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. To the right side. Baseline J on the way. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Bass.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Here's Battier, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Heat lead by 4.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Erik Spoelstra address his team. He told them that he wanted them to run their offense through Wade. Coach does not think they're utilizing him as much as they should be, and reminded the team that his role needs to be constantly a big one. He then made another statement, telling his guys to stay alert and aware when defending the outside shot, saying, quote, they can hurt us on the perimeter if we don't stay right up on them. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And the Heat call time here. They lead by 4. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. LeBron left side. And it's Miami with another. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 6. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Rondo kicks to Garnett. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Miami leading by 4. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. One thing he got on them about was their reluctance to play a more physical game. He didn't like what he perceived as a lack of energy on his players' part. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
Thanks a lot, Doris. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Allen. Rondo against Chalmers. Rondo passes to Garnett. Sinks it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that is the shot of the game.
Well, he's got the guts and courage to take it and the skill to make it.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. Wade. Offline from the top of the key.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Still a chance, but they've got to score here.
Yeah, every possession is necessary.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Garnett inside. Working on Bosh. It's in! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
The road back hasn't been an easy one, but they've managed to climb all the way out of the hole and tie this game.
I have to say, pretty remarkable, Steve. At one point, I thought they were done.
Timeout called, the Heat. The score is tied at 46. 12 seconds left in the fourth. The drive by James. Here's Wade. It's off.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
You know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
It's a 2-point ball game.
That is delivering in the clutch. Just one more stop is all they need.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 2. 8 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Well, what do you think, Clark? Do you go for the 2 or the 3 here?
I don't think you choose one or the other ahead of time. I think you try to take what's available. You get the best shot as quickly as you can.
And here's Rondo. Here's Garnett. He nails it. And they're tied up.
Time to tie this game up, guys. Wow.
Right where they need to be here. This is going to be a wild finish. I can just feel it.
Oh, he put it down!
And a count.
What a shot!
I think that one was good.
At the buzzer!
Oh, I do not believe my eyes. How in the world can the game end on a shot like that?
I tell you what, nothing's going to top that. Now I've seen it all.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Dwyane, you had a huge impact on the boards tonight. Was that something you tried to do?
Yeah, Coach told me to rebound. I've been trying to rebound lately, so just trying to get down there and help our big guys out.
You did exactly that, Dwyane. Thank you. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.